Our first segment is Gone Viral. And today we're going to talk about the vaccine. Here's a question. Should you mix and match vaccines? Well, this from sciencemag.org. You could read all this, but the short answer is no. Don't mix the vaccines. Unless you really need to, maybe. It probably won't hurt. Some people are saying, can I take one shot of the Pfizer and then one shot of the Moderna instead of taking two shots? You're supposed to take two shots of the same one. That's because they don't work exactly the same. Taking two different shots is not the same as taking as getting a whole vaccine regimen. Getting a whole regimen means taking both shots from the same place. If you took two different shots, like, I can't imagine why. If it was an emergency, probably won't hurt you. It's like taking two half shots, but it doesn't add up to full inoculation. Each shot gives you, like the first one gives you maybe like 60% resistance. Pretty good. Nothing to write home about. The second shot gets you up near like in the 90% inoculation. That's where you want to be, and you want to take the same shot because it's they worked with itself. It's because they're two different things if you take two different shots. Okay, now we're not going to, I don't know how far we're going to get into anti-vaxxers, but okay, the story is going around of people dying. Short answer is no one has died from the vaccine. The only side effects have been minor allergies, some itching stuff. A few people have died after taking the vaccine. This guy in Florida, Gregory Michael, died soon after taking the vaccine. And there was a guy in... okay, let's look at each case. He basically had an undiagnosed blood disease, and it seems to be there's no causality. He seemed to have it's a coincidence that he died from a blood disease soon after taking the vaccine. Let's look at this other. A few people have died of COVID after taking the vaccine. Well, it's not 100% effective. It's very effective, though, so you should take it. This guy in... this guy, Zook. It was a 60-year-old X-ray technologist in Santa Ana. He died a few days after getting the vaccine. It was not related. It was there were suspicions of COVID and a diagnosis of congestive heart failure, and he died. So that can be scary, even though millions of people now have gotten the vaccine. Nobody has died from it. This is important. If you have friends who are spreading misinformation, look into it, fact check them, and push back on anti-vaxxism. It's not just stupid, it's harmful to society. Here's one from, I don't know what DW.com is. I can't vouch for them, but they go on to say here's a quote: if elderly or people with severe pre-existing conditions are vaccinated, there'll be a certain number of accidental deaths that occur shortly after vaccination. That's the gist of it. And I went ahead and I looked up here's from TwinCities.com in Minnesota. Statistics tells us that thousands of Minnesotans will die after getting the vaccine. but not because of it. Why? Well, because people die every day, and statistically, if you're going to give everyone in the world this vaccine, which we're trying to do, people are going to die after it. That's just what happens. In fact, we're giving the vaccine right now to older people and people with conditions. So those people are more likely to just randomly keel over. None of it, and I stress, nobody has died from the vaccine, nor has anyone died from any vaccine that has been approved for use in the United States. And I just one more thing. I went up to look this up in case you're wondering how many people die in the world per second. And I found a few different answers, but they all seem to say an average of 2 people die every second in the planet. There goes 2 more. There goes 2 more. There goes 2 more. I'm sorry to say that there were people dying as we speak. On the positive side, about 4 people are born each second. So there's 4 babies, and there's 4 babies. Here's some more info on this page. On average, more than 160,000 people die every day. Every 102 seconds, someone dies in a war. It says the war. I don't know what that means. Every 61 seconds, someone dies, gets murdered. Every 39 seconds, someone commits suicide. So we've had a few suicides since this stream started, but not because of it, as far as we know. Every 26 seconds, someone dies in a car accident. Every 3 seconds, someone dies of hunger. That's sad. Every 3 seconds, a child under 5 dies. Okay. Don't think of that and count to 3. That's where we are with the virus. It's helping, by the way. The curves are going down. People are getting inoculated. Stay in line. And when your chance comes, I say take it. I'm going to hop on that fucking needle and get me some virus protection as soon as I'm offered it.